in that A shape and then just sliding from that 5G upper semitone, then sliding into the next one. And I'll do all sorts of combinations where sometimes I'll stop them, sometimes I'll keep them ringing through, so. Okay, and I do that with the palm. This fleshy part of my hand here will basically, I think of it as like a piano dampener, you know those big dampeners that come down, and it damps the note. And make sure you get a nice snap on that B string. Then more legato. Okay, so nice combinations. Now this is a really, really good lick to use this technique in its basic form. Okay, so I'm going to play along with the backing track now. That's going to give you an idea of what this sounds like in a real context. And it's like a rock and roll sort of feel in the key of E. Now what I've done, I've extended the B and A chords slightly to give you a little bit more time to play on those. So basically what will happen is we'll have an E, regular E, that will be for 4 bars, then we have an A for 2 bars, then an E for 2 bars, okay, then B for 2 bars, A for 2 bars, E for 3 bars, finish on B for 1 bar. And it's going to be a pretty much regular rock and roll type feel to the backing track. Anyway, enough of my yakking. Let's go on and have some playing and see what it sounds like. Okay, so hopefully what you heard me do there was a nice solo using these patterns, which actually I think outline the chords really well. Okay, I'm going to add another little 2-note pattern to this lick we already have, just to add a little bit of spice. Now, if it's a 7th chord you're using, an A7 or an E7, this is going to work really well. But in most kind of, you know, rock and roll and blues and rock formats, you'll find this lick will work perfectly. So what we have is, what we're going to do is take this first one and then we're going to go down chromatically. Okay, so we've got 6 on the D and 5 on the B. We're going to drop down a semitone and end up on 4D and 3 on the B. And we can use this on every pattern. For the A, for the B, for the A, for the E. Okay, and also what I'm going to do in this next demonstration is try and use the patterns in other positions, because what I've done, I've used the A here, but don't forget, obviously it's going to work on other parts of the guitar. For example, the A appears here again. Exactly the same notes, but this time it's going to be 11 on the D and 10 on the B, then 12 to 14 on the D and B strings. And that applies to, you know, basically all the shapes. So here's the E, we have the octave of the E. Okay, and then also using that dropping down as we mentioned just now. Okay, so this can be a really, really good way of also recognising where the chords are on the neck. Now, for me to go through every one of these shapes would probably take up a good part of the DVD. So I'm going to leave you to work out some of the other positions, but they're really, really easy. All you need to do is just work out those notes and then just find them on other parts of the guitar. Okay, so hopefully what you heard me do there was some melodic stuff, using the shapes, different positions on the neck this time, and also using that little extension that we put on previously.